Okay, my first bullet point.
I'm ready to
I
shoot
definitely
them
knew
bullet
the
points.
the girlies was doing too much because I definitely knew who Klay Thompson was before Megan started dating him.
Thank you for clearing
Thank
that.
you.
Thank you for clearing
Thank
that.
you
up.
for the
So
clarity.
definitely, I didn't know about the whole Splash Brothers thing. Corey taught me that, but I did know who Klay Thompson was
Okay.
before.
Shout out Corey.
Yeah.
Positive thing this week.
Putting you on.
Positive thing this week.
Gotta make
crap.
up for the 2 cherries I'm gonna take in the summertime from us. Nah, let me.
And just as Corey rises, Corey
falls.
falls.
No, but I definitely knew who Klay Thompson was. Before Megan started dating him. As far as the cheating part, the allegations, I don't think Megan cheated on him. I think he cheated on Megan. And I honestly feel like Megan is looking for love with the wrong dudes.
Looking
so
for love in all the
Cam
wrong
Newton
places.
on a podcast, he was talking about it. Did y'all see that where he was talking about Megan on his podcast?
Nah, I missed
No, it wasn't. Was it his podcast? It was a show he does with Peggy, I think his name is, or something. They talk about sports a lot.
Both
on
in
it.
one. Yes, it's podcast.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's part of his podcast?
Yes, it's
Oh,
podcast.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah. He was talking about Megan, and he was just like, he was talking about the same thing I just said, like Klay was famous way before Megan or whatever like that. But he was also talking about, like, she's looking for love in the wrong places. I don't know if y'all ever seen her documentary on Netflix.
Absolutely not. No disrespect to Shade. No shade to her, but
No,
it's
but
not something I
it's
watch.
really
Once
like,
I saw the cap, I never tuned in. But we're gonna get into that.
Anywho, I feel like, and me and Corey had a debate about this. I was like, I feel like she said on her documentary, she was basically like, I like to fuck or whatever.
like an info type thing.
Yeah, like, and she was just like, I said that don't make her a hoe if
Not
she
at all.
choose
No.
one guy.
Not at all.
Oh,
Look at
if she choose one guy though, that's
she-
the important part.
Remember, she's in the industry, right?
Like-
so she is most likely to know, like, we're gonna know how many dudes she messed with because she's out and as any celebrity. Look at J-Lo. Look at, like, who else? Look at the Kardashians. Like, they date several men. Why is it that when Megan does it, it's just like a...
I mean, I think that's
It's not just taboo for Megan, but
Go ahead.
we're gonna let you get in your
I feel like
bag.
y'all are just free Tory Lanes that is like...
I didn't even say nothing. He the free Tory Lanes nigga.
he definitely is.
Not me.
Definitely is.
You ain't never hear me say free Tory Lanez.
Yes, you did.
Well, don't laugh at the pod. You
I
say
never-
in the group chat all the
I never
time.
said-
And he said in the chat. But
the-
he said, I'm gonna let y'all know. He said, I'm gonna say on the podcast. He said, I'm gonna say free Tory. I said,
Thank you.
bro, you're wild. Don't do that.
Did
Don't laugh
I
at
ever
the pod.
say it on the pod?
You
I'm not
say
even gonna
it
actually
all
say
the time.
Did I ever say it on the pod?
Screenshot of the chat right
That's-
next to
that's
that,
what
this
you
part. Anywho, I feel like that situation or whatever, like, everybody's just like not like here for Megan, but I really feel like she's a lost girl. Like, she don't have no parents, she clearly don't have no friends or whatever like that. Like, I feel like she's a lost girl, and we see this all the time. We have friends that are lost, and so it's like to bash her because she's looking for love in all the wrong places. I think that's crazy.
So, mind if I go, Jordan? Because I know
Yeah,
got a
because you
lot.
already know I got a lot, so go ahead.
He going.
You're going to get us canceled. Anyway, so my take on the Meg thing is very simple and direct. I think people like academics and people you would have thought academics had his dick was hard when he said he was breaking the story like he got a new Drake diss song, like it was like shit like that. I find to be goofy.
He's a certified woman hater. so
Yeah,
you
like
can't
shit
really
like
take
that. I
some of the
find
stuff
to be
he said.
goofy.
he's
But
ridiculous.
the biggest problem I had with this whole situation, I don't want to say problem because again, I don't know Meg, I don't know Klay. We have a podcast, so obviously we have to talk about it and
Right.
discuss it because it was trending. But my biggest problem with the situation was I do think she comes off a little immature with the Instagram posts, because my biggest thing in any relationship is don't put your business on social media
That
if you
is
don't
true.
want people to discuss it.
That is
And
true.
knowing who you are, you know people will discuss it.
That's true.
You know, now, and I know Jordan can attest to this. So from what I understood, and correct me if I'm wrong, Britt, they got together in July of
From what
2020.
yeah.
Like, that's where everybody
Yeah.
has gone. Now, again, I don't know how long it takes Jordan to clear his cupboard or clear his roster before you get in a relationship. From then to July, it takes a regular dude. It might take a couple months to fully clear your roster for one girl that you're feeling.
That's true.
This nigga's sitting on damn near $500 million. How long you think it take him to clear his roster, bro? So to go, I'm not throwing shade. But
feel
hold
like
on,
he never cleared it.
Let me get there though. Let
Okay.
me get there, because I'm not trying to throw shade at him or her. I'm
Right,
just
right,
trying to
right,
paint the
right.
picture for us regular dudes out there.
Right.
It take a while. Every nigga's not a fuck nigga.
Right.
I'm not saying that, but if you was single and you playing the field and you got a couple girls that you're talking to, you're single. Do what you're gonna do.
Right.
Now, I do believe that at one point he was failing her, But I do think, and Jordan can attest to this, I could be failing you for 2 or 3 months, and then by the 4th month,
situations change.
and I
start
think it
showing
might
me
be
some
that.
colors I ain't
and
see before.
I'm not even saying this that because is that at that point saying that she's responsible for it.
No.
where it
Not
could-
saying that she's responsible, but what I'm saying is like, even if I'm not blaming your behavior, but it might be something that I see that I'm not really attracted to.
It could be
There
that, or it could just be like, yo,
no
he was just over it. Like,
Right.
you know, like I don't think it's anything wrong with one. They wasn't married. There was no vows taken. This was just
Right.
they didn't work out. Unfortunately, unfortunately, you made it super public to it now. You can't even spin the block and try and rekindle it because you embarrassed him. And this is at the end of the day, this is again not a regular dude. He is the most famous person she's ever been with. You could he is a he
Okay,
comes from
yeah.
a blue blood family, but his father played for the Lakers. Like he is not. No disrespect to Tory Lanez, he's not Tory Lanez. He's not Partisan Fontaine. The only person to me who had a reason to be petty was Partisan Fontaine because when everything started, he was the one that was holding her hand saying, "Yo, I got you," and then it came out that yo, you
Yeah.
cheated on me with Tory. So
Yeah.
him, I get being petty.
More
Like
than
that's
ju-
the one.
That
Of,
one, yeah, I
more than
definitely-
just Tory.
yeah, I mean,
Which is why-
again, I'm
Okay,
not gonna throw him under the bus,
relax.
but you know, like that's the only one I said. Okay,
Right.
like you get your one up on
Yeah.
social, like you get that one, you earned
Yeah.
that, you know. But so when you talk about being in a relationship, and again, I guess I'm more qualified because I done cheated, so I know how to feel. So if anyone can speak on this,
if anybody
I'm
know,
qualified.
I know.
Like, I'm qualified.
Yo.
So it could be that I'm not even gonna say that he cheated because she didn't say that. She insinuated that he did that.
Right.
Or it could simply be, and if we keeping it 100, Brit,
Mm.
you catch a nigga cheating one time, you done. Most women are not done the first time he gets caught
That's
cheating.
true.
That's
That
so.
is
That's
true.
that's what I was
You
saying.
know
So I
what
don't
it
think it
is?
was a.
Like
Hold
you
on, brother.
said.
Give me a second. Let me get there. So when you break all of this down and you're talking about how the relationship got to the point to where it got fractured, Brit, how old are you? I'm not gonna put your age out there, but
No,
you're
32.
in your, okay. You would know. Your father taught you. I'm pretty sure. I mean, again, she doesn't have a father, so I get it. But meeting a guy's family does not mean you're gonna marry
That
him.
is a fact. Meeting
So
the
that
family,
being thrown
meeting the
out also
friends.
tossed me like now you're trying to get sympathy from social media. Well, that's not where you go to get sympathy.
But that's typically what she does. She goes to social media to get sympathy. Her team puts out stories about people negatively.
I'm not saying that's not true. You may know more
I can
about that
see
than
why-
me.
Here's my thing. Before you go on your rant, because you're gonna go off.
I'm not.
My thing is this, right? I agree with what you're saying. I still feel like she's a lost little girl. Like I'm not taking.
I mean,
that-
she could be emotionally not mature. She doesn't have
Yeah,
the capacity,
right,
you know,
exactly.
to understand or get through her feelings by herself.
My biggest problem that I have with all this going on is she ended like her Broadway show early. And I'm just like, girl, make your money. You level up when something like this happens. Like you don't just
Yeah, but she might not be emotionally available for that. Like she might understand the
the point I'm trying
capacity
to
that she
make.
has.
that's the point I'm trying to make. Like, girl, don't let him stop your bag. You ain't stopping his bag.
Not a little
Not
bit.
even a little bit.
You get what I'm saying? Like, and a lot of females, I see a lot of females that do this. Like, I used to do it. I'm not gonna lie. Like, once somebody, a dude, do something to me, it's like, oh, my life is over. No, like, don't let that. And the reason why I'm going so hard is because I used to do it, and I look back like, why
But
did
that's
I
the
do
thing
that?
why it bothers me too, because a lot of women look up to her, you know, and it's a situation. I don't want to say women and young girls too in this
Yes, that
situation,
is true.
because it's a lot of things like in a situation of even when it came to like you're throwing his mental under the bus. You throw him under the bus in his mental. Oh, your mood swings when you.
Yeah.
You knew I had mood swings when we was together, but now we're not together. You trying to throw it out there like that shit is tacky, bro.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah. I agree.
That comes
I
off as
agree.
lame. And again, I'm not trying to bash her because there's enough niggas doing it online, which again
Yeah.
I think is goofy, bringing up her exes and her hit list. Like
Yeah,
it's
like the
irrelevant.
pictures that
Like
they
yeah,
have,
that
the
shit is
memes
corny,
and
bro.
stuff is
Because at the end of the day,
crazy.
Clay know who she slept with.
Right.
She probably know who he slept with.
Right.
They might have had those conversations like, yo, let me know who you've been with. And again, I think we talked about this before. When you're a celebrity in that industry, you should have some of those conversations so I don't look embarrassed when we step in these rooms where I know a nigga not
That's
trying to
what
one up
Cam
me.
Newton
I know
said.
exactly,
Yeah.
and I agree with him when he
He
said that.
was
I don't
like,
think he was
I
wild.
can't- yeah,
because
I
in
need
that
to
situation,
know.
yeah, because I don't want. It's an ego thing. Like I know
Yeah.
He
you
also
might be
talked
cool with
about
it.
that before the
Right.
situation.
No,
too.
it's,
Yeah.
yeah, it's,
He-
yeah,
he
it's,
definitely
you know,
standing on it.
Yeah, 100%. So again, it doesn't. People sit there in the comments and say, "Oh, Clay was never gonna marry her." Only person who knows that is Clay.
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 That's it. We don't know their relationship. He might, but what I would say is a lot of people, especially the people who are fans of Megan, thought Clay was the safer pick because he didn't come from
It's
known.
because the image he gives
Yes.
off too is like,
Exactly.
yo, I'm chill, I'm laid back.
He's a sniper.
But
And
that's what
and
I was
that's
gonna
what we
say,
gonna
bro.
get into.
He's a
Because
sniper.
niggas
That's
know, bro.
obvious.
Quiet
Look,
guy.
man,
And let's not
you
play.
can't be stealing my. You
Oh,
can't
my
be
fault,
stealing
my
my
fault, my
stuff.
fault,
All right,
my fault.
Because
I'm
I
giving
know,
y'all the chance to shine. All right.
bro, I know a lot of the quiet guys are usually the snipers, nigga. Those are usually the snipers.
But
Corey.
another
Like-
thing, wow. Look, Corey, if you need emotional support, bro, you got my number because like
That's
I don't
crazy.
appreciate the way she been trying to like, you know.
That is crazy.
Nah, but, like it also goes back to what you said because Megan really didn't come out and say he was cheating. It was just based off what I read, it was just he came to her and it could have been that she caught him cheating, or it could have been that he came to her and like as a man, it was like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I want to also sleep with other women. I don't want to be monogamous.
That is possible.
Which is
I
possible.
do think
I feel like he
would.
would
is
say
possible.
something like that. Like he gives the personality.
I mean, again, I don't want to say again. I don't know him, but
Right.
if I'm up, I'm sitting on $500 million, bro. It's like people like I'm pretty
you're not
sure.
just
And
gonna
even
want Megan.
and I'm sorry.
I said you're not just gonna want Megan. Like
I'm not even trying to say that, but like there's been numerous analysts that came out, like Jamel Hill came out on her podcast. Forgive me, I don't remember the name of it, but she sat down with her and Kerry, not Kerry, I forgot her name, but they have a podcast, and she said like I could count on one hand how many faithful NBA players I know through the years. It's damn near impossible. And granted, because when I put it that way, it sounds like I'm being dismissive to her because you're in Brooklyn, so if I go to fucking Brownsville, the Brownsvillians they call them, right? If I go to Brownsville at fucking 4:00 in the morning with a pair of chains and a nice watch, and you're setting yourself up to
nothing
get
good
robbed
happens after 2 a.m.
But
Yeah,
you, but,
right, facts.
right, but you're setting yourself up to get robbed. That doesn't mean it still sucks to get robbed. So just because she's dating a cheater doesn't mean it sucks to get cheated
Right,
on. You
right.
know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be dismissive towards her, but what I'm saying simply is that, yo, bro,
Y'all ever saw Love and Basketball?
oh, come on, bro.
Right.
Of course.
So in Love and Basketball, right? What did Quincy's pops tell him? He's like, when you get to that hotel,
And there's one chick
there's
that makes it
1,000 women on there waiting for you.
There's one chick that makes
Hundreds
it to
of
your
them
door.
make it upstairs, and then the boldest one makes it to that door. And it's hard. You gonna turn them down in every city?
And that's I don't even
so why nobody think LeBron don't be cheating?
Look.
listen, man. I ain't
We
about to
not
throw nobody under the
disrespecting
bus.
nobody who is a king that we have no real evidence on. All right. So
sound
we
like
we
academic
not just
slob
we
right
not,
now. That's
we not
crazy,
we not just
bro.
no we not
love Savannah. We love her,
we
but
not
still,
throwing
LeBron is cheating.
we not throwing no allegations
Which
out there
has
because you don't
cheated.
know. You don't know. We not throwing no
Yeah.
allegations out there. But yeah, y'all ready for me to go?
I mean, I thought you went already, bro. What the fuck you doing for the
I did
past
not
5
go.
minutes?
All right, there we go. Let's get it cracking. All right, so just disclaimer. We not throwing
Disclaimer.
no shit. Yeah, disclaimer. We not
I don't
throwing
know
no.
what he
You
just
said
said.
claimer.
I said disclaimer.
You said claimer,
I said
nigga.
that-
Something else. I don't know what you say.
No, I said disclaimer. All right, we throwing it out there. All right, you ready? So, first off, we going to start off with Klay is a sniper on and off the field or off the court. On and off the court. You see his resume before all of this started. So, for people to be out there really, and that one girl from the UK.
Oh, we talking about Madam.
Yeah, Madam.
Madam something. Podcast,
Yeah. Just because you're in the UK and you don't know who Klay
Don't be
Thompson is,
disrespectful, gang.
does not mean
This
does not mean that you can go out there just insinuating all this bullshit. First off, we all know who Klay Thompson is. He's a splash, bro. He's splashing shit on and off the court. Like I said, that's one. His resume of the women that he's dated is like top tier. These women, like, they're known. So for the simple fact that you're gonna say that Megan is like this big wow factor, like, yes, Megan, she's an amazing, talented person. So, and she probably is the biggest person that he has dated as well. But like Jay said, his father was in the NBA. So your father in the NBA, you telling me you're not sniping shit? You the top player in your
rich his whole life.
the top player in your state. You go to
that's
you go to a top college. You in the NBA.
Well, not to cut you up, but the women talk about the ideal guy, 6 feet, light skin, worth money. He's been that his whole life.
all of that.
Like, that's been him his
All
whole
of that.
life.
So the fact that people is just assuming that he was just gonna stay faithful to Megan, and like Jay said, like, he's in the NBA, so it's hard for you to just assume that he's gonna be the one faithful guy that she messed with. And you talking about,
Bro, she
like,
thought
you talk about like like we're not gonna dive deep into her resume, but like the men that she talked to, like they're all high profile people that are exposed to women. So the fact that she feels as if you're gonna give these guys space and that there's not gonna be women that gets through to them, that's kind of insane. Especially because she also has been like a perpetrator in this sense where she's done that as well to
She's been a
guys.
cheater before. That's what
Yeah, she's been a cheater before too. And before this relationship, every guy that she's actually been in a relationships said that she has cheated. Don't get me wrong, you could change. But at the same time, you can't really judge someone for not wanting to be monogamous when you also haven't been monogamous. So like a lot of women are trying to, like, first off, and I want to say, women, especially black women, y'all need to protect other black women, because the simple fact that all these women are giving death threats and threats to Lexi Brown is crazy, because Lexi Brown from the WNBA.
The girl that he was
Did he
cheating
sleep with her
on
with?
her.
Is that who he slept with?
No, but that's the thing.
That's the rumor?
That's the thing. She said it's not true.
Yeah,
and
she
she
said
said
it's
Megan and Clay know that it's not true, and neither one of them stepped up to the plate.
I mean,
And the
that's not Clay's
and the
character.
fact-
Clay
no,
is
he's
like,
not
a
going to
social
do that.
media guy.
But what I'm saying to you is, if you know it's not true, black and
think Meg- you
like
feel
women,
Meg should
women
step
in
up and
general,
say-
and like women in general, like you not protecting other women, but you come online for sympathy from other people against Clay. So it's like you come online for sympathy, but then you know that it's not true what's going on with this woman, and you didn't say nothing to try to clear that up, knowing that she's receiving death threats, like knowing that, like, you know, that's putting her in.
I didn't know that's what she was going through. And shout out, damn, that's crazy.
And
that's crazy.
and that's why I look at this situation and I'm like, yo, like on Megan's part, you can't be doing stuff like that.
You doing what? I don't
Like you, if you know that this rumor is not true and that's not the woman that he's saying that's not the woman that he was sleeping with, and you know it's been blasted all over, protect that woman the same way you want protection in
Well,
this
is she
sense.
on social media still?
Who?
Megan.
Yeah, she's
Like,
deleted her social media.
that's what I seen.
She didn't delete it, but she hasn't posted since she announced that she.
Yeah, so I mean, this
Like,
might
even if she has the profile to where she can
Like a
make a
PR
public
or
statement
something.
or something, or
I mean,
even through somebody else.
I feel like
I feel like that's not really her job,
Right.
really. But I also I get what you're saying, but I don't think that's like her job. Like I think because she never named it was her.
yeah.
People
She
just
didn't,
but
but-
there's no reason. It's not my fault. The rumor spread. She never assumed it was her.
But you letting that rumor slide.
But that's how rumors start. But I'm far off with you on that. That's just
but
not,
what I'm saying is, if you want protection as a like, you're going out there.
I don't
to
think
get
she's looking for
she's not looking for
protection.
protection.
She's looking for protection and sympathy, bro. That's the only
Sympathy,
reason.
not
that's
protection.
not protection.
Sympathy is protection.
No, it's not.
definitely
Yes, it
not.
is.
What are you
it's not.
talking
No,
about?
it's
Sympathy
not.
is a part of protection, because
No, it's not.
How am I going to protect you if I don't sympathize for what you're going through?
No.
What the fuck are you talking about?
No.
Well, you're a cop. You
That's-
protect people for a living because it's your job. Simply, if you want protection,
But that's because that's my job. But other people, if I'm putting that information out there for other people, it's because I want them to sympathize for me and be on my side. She's
No.
a public figure.
She's
She
looking
wants
for
people.
someone
She
to
doesn't want
heal her.
protection.
Yeah, she does. It's not.
Who is she
protection.
looking for to heal her that she's
She
posting
just-
it for millions of people?
Well, I think you're looking way too deep into it.
Yeah.
I think she just did something. A knee-jerk reaction was immature, and that was it. I
Women
think,
do it all
like,
the
you
time.
can't. You
Women
can't
do
do that all the
You
time.
can't say that she's doing it as a knee-jerk reaction when it's constant that she's doing this in every
Let me ask you
relationship.
this. How
Every
many
relationship.
female friends that we know, mutual friends that we know,
Facts.
when they go
Get
through
'em.
something with a dude, they posted
Get
it on
'em.
Instagram.
Get
But they
'em.
want-
But
How many
why are they
females-
doing that? But why are they doing
If
that?
I break up with Corey right now, I'm not posting. Yo, I'm outside. I'm not posting something on purpose.
Get
But what I'm saying is,
Females
what's the
do
point?
that.
But what's the point of you posting something for sympathy? For
Exactly,
sympathy.
it's not protection.
What
Who,
is
who am
not
I looking
protection?
for?
Who is
Who
looking
am I
for
looking for
protector?
to protect me?
She's a public figure, so she knows that when other people are going to mention certain things about her, that there's going to be. She has a fan base. She knows her fan base is
And
going to
even
stand
if-
by her.
okay, let's
That's
say we go with
protection.
let's say we go with your way.
That's
of-
not how
yeah,
that
it's
works,
not-
bro.
yeah.
How is
But
that
no,
not how
wait,
it works?
Even if we,
have
say we
the
go with
beehive.
protection, right?
We have the beehive. We have the Barbs. We have Megan's group. We have all the
Okay,
reason
but-
why they have those groups is because when something happened,
They
they
didn't
know
create
they,
these
they
groups,
didn't
though.
create them, but they know if they make public statements, those groups are gonna protect them in their
You
image.
keep saying that, but they're gonna.
That's 100%
Okay,
true.
hold on. They're gonna be on her side no matter what. And she never
Exactly, which is why she's gonna post publicly.
Okay, but she never name dropped that girl. So
It doesn't matter if
Yes,
she
it does,
matter if she name dropped her, because I'm not saying that she's getting protection from Lexi Brown.
I'm not saying that
what I'm
either.
saying is the fact that you post it for sympathy and protection, and the fact that you won't protect other women when you know that it's wrong. And you know that it's not true. And you didn't go out there and make no statement. You letting people publicly attack this girl
just like you said-
and sending death threats. That's crazy.
She's not letting them do that.
She's not
bro.
letting.
She
They
can't
doing
con-
that.
She's
on
letting
their
them do that
own.
because she's not making a statement on it.
If she made a statement, it wouldn't matter at this point.
It would. If you said that girl
tripping,
if you
bro.
said that girl had nothing,
I totally disagree with
that's,
that.
that's not true. If you said that girl had nothing to do with the situation, your fans are not going to attack her.
That's not true
that's
because
not
you could.
true.
How?
Because we see it numerous times. People, I could put out a comment,
Especially
or a
with
statement.
Beyonce.
Yes, like Beyonce
go
goes
hard.
Yeah, and they
Yeah,
go
like,
hard
no
for
matter
Beyonce,
what.
and you know what happens?
And
When
Beyonce never come out
when
and
those-
say
when-
nothing.
Never.
When those public statements are made, things change. Like, look, let's take the
Beyonce never came out.
Let's take the
Bro,
let's
you
take the Barb's for
tripping right
instance,
now.
right?
Okay.
The Barb's was attacking Drake for a situation one time. Nicki made a statement, was like, nah, that's not what it is. Whoever the head of the
still attacking him.
No,
What are
they
you
was
talking
not.
about?
He
People
talked
are
about it in
gonna
the
do what they
interview.
wanna
He
do.
talked about it in the interview.
Oh, you tripping.
Like, yo,
Oh, you tripping.
y'all is crazy.
tripping,
Y'all
bro.
crazy. Y'all crazy. There's no way.
You
I
tripping.
think
way.
you just a Megan hater.
That's yeah.
How is it a
I'm-
Megan
I'm
hater
like-
because
I'm
I
like
said she
convinced.
didn't protect the girl?
But why? That's not
That's
if
not
that was
her
if that
job.
was if that was you, I would say the same thing. Brit, I would be like, yo, you fucked up for not saying
So
something.
why
That's
Clay?
not
So
her
why you not
job.
going hard about
Yeah,
Clay?
go on.
I did say Clay too.
going harder on Meg right
Yeah.
now.
Because
than you are
y'all
Clay.
defending Meg.
Because you're not talking about Clay.
I did mention Clay.
You mentioned Clay,
I
and then
said
you went
Clay.
off about
I
Megan.
said Clay and I
Thank
said
you,
Megan.
Brett.
Like
And,
you-
and the reason why I said Megan is because I said women need to protect other women when you know this is going on.
But it has nothing to do with one protecting women. If that's the case, that's just a morality thing. You should do the
Right.
right thing no matter
That-
what.
that
So
is
it
a
should-
morality
but it
thing,
shouldn't
too.
just be a woman thing. You keep saying women should protect women. It should be like that no matter what. Secondly,
100%, but you
they
also
can't
going-
control the rumors, bro. So it's the best thing is to do is to ignore them.
Bro,
Clay's
what
done
you
that his
mean
whole
you can't
career.
control the rumor? You can't control the rumor, but you can go out there and dispel a rumor.
They don't. Who? Nobody. I ain't gonna say nobody does that because celebrities do that.
Right.
But Clay is not known to ever.
I'm not
do
saying that Clay is the.
But why do
I'm
Megan
not-
have to do it then?
I'm not saying that Megan has to do it either. But what I'm saying is the fact that neither one of y'all is doing that is wrong.
Okay.
And the fact that you're a woman letting other women get attacked, like that's the reason for women having
The
like
Me Too
this whole
movement?
women's all this
Women's
movement
right, Me
and stuff
Too,
like that. Like it's like, yo, we gonna protect who looks like us.
I always thought the Me Too movement.
Just
was
like
bullshit,
just
so
like
don't
me
get
and Jay
started.
me and Jay be
Gosh, I thought I was.
no, I'm just saying me and Jay be on the pod.
The Me Too movement.
I don't
Me
either.
and Jay be on the pod, and we'll stick up for men and be like, yo, we on his side, stuff like that. Why? Because you look out for who looks like you first.
That's not always true.
I mean,
I'm not saying it's not always true, but what I'm saying to you is you look out for who looks like you first.
Yes, we learned that in school.
Women have come through so much, so for you to allow another woman to
I
get
don't think
attacked,
she's allowing
it, bro.
if you don't dispel that rumor, that's allowing it.
I
You're
feel-
being complacent.
No, because
You're being
one.
complacent,
I think you're being very dismissive to her feelings right now.
That's
because
a
at the end of
fact.
the day, bro, she went.
Fuck her feelings when someone is being attacked with death
But
threats.
You're contradicting
You're
yourself because when
contradicting
I just
yourself,
said, "Oh, she ended her Broadway
huge
show,"
contradiction,
you was
bro.
like, "Oh, she going through it, her mental and stuff
100%.
like that." So
But-
now she got to sit
but-
here, her mental, deal with her
Yes,
mental,
because
and then
some-
protect another
because-
black woman.
yes, because
when
some
she
stuff
don't
trump-
feel protected, as
Because
if
some
you just
because
said.
some
he's
stuff
tripping,
trumps
bro. He's
some
tripping,
stuff
bro. You
some
tripping,
stuff
bro.
trumps how you feel.
You tripping, bro.
Some stuff trumps how you feel.
That's crazy.
No,
You
some stuff.
contradicting
No,
yourself.
it's not a
tripping,
contradiction
bro.
because
Oh,
some
it
stuff
is.
trumps how you feel. Because she could feel that way, yes, 100%. No one is dismissing her feelings, but at the same time, you see what's going on with another
She
female.
doesn't. You assuming she sees. How do you know she sees that, bro?
Bro, there's no way you telling
There
me she
is
don't
because
see
she
that.
could be disconnected from the shit. Bro, if you
Yeah.
go through some breakup, hold on, bro. If you go through some breakups, I'm not engaging in it.
Yeah,
And
that's
you could already tell her friends and family, whoever is in her circle,
Mm-hmm.
aren't really by her. So you don't even know if she sees this shit. You're assuming she does. That's something that's being
Bro.
dismissive to her. You don't know if she sees that shit. You have no idea if she sees it. There's no verified source that makes it, oh yeah, I see that, and fuck that bitch. That's what you're assuming she feels, but you never saw that. That's what I'm saying. You're being dismissive towards her, and you're sounding like a Meg hater.
How?
Because you're saying that.
How? Bro, I'm telling you, it's not no Meg hate. What I'm saying to you is the simple fact that she's not protecting this other black woman.
That's not her job, bro.
I'm not saying it's her
I'm not
job.
saying she.
but-
I'm not saying
but
she's.
but if you
she's
see,
protecting, but that's not her
Right.
job
all
too.
right, we could just agree to disagree and move on then,
we going-
because that's crazy to me.
You
The fact
went
that y'all
hard.
the fact that y'all both standing on this stance just to defend Meg when
It's
she's
not to
wrong.
defend
No, I'm
Meg.
not
I'm not
it is,
defending
100%.
Meg, bro. Nobody's
100%.
defending her.
That's what y'all doing. Y'all defending.
How am I-
y'all
bro,
defending
nobody's
that behavior.
defending her.
Y'all
I'm
defending
simply
that behavior.
saying-
It's cool. It's cool. Let's move on.
Bro, you sound a little salty, bro.
No, I'm just saying.
Giving
I'm just
academics.
saying. It's not that I'm salty. It's
Giving
that
academics.
it's not giving academics either. It's just like y'all defending that behavior is crazy.
not
to me.
defending
Yes, it
behavior,
is.
bro, 'cause-
because you like, oh, but what about Clay? And I said Clay didn't do it. I
You
said he was
one
wrong.
sentence
I
about
said,
Clay, and you
legit,
went
because
on
y'all-
an essay about Megan.
No, I didn't do an essay. The only reason
Whole presentation.
the only reason
Next slide.
like I said, the only reason why I went deeper into it is because I said women should protect women, and y'all started to go off on that. So that's why I went deeper into that.
Because it's not
Because-
her job. She
because-
didn't start the rumor.
Okay,
I
one.
didn't say
That's
she
never.
did.
That's
I didn't say
misplaced.
she
That's
did.
misplaced. We're not saying women should not protect women. That's not what we're
Yeah,
saying.
that's not what we said.
Women should 100% look out for women.
Right.
What we said was you don't know if she even knows what is going on. You're assuming she knows that. What's the WNBA player's name? I don't even know her name. I want.
You think that she don't know what her name is attached to?
I
when
don't
it's recent
know.
Events?
I don't
When
know.
it's recent events.
Bro,
You could have blocked that
Bro,
out.
that's
We're not
not- bro,
saying
you-
she don't know
thank-
it, right?
thank you.
It could have been blocked out. However, at the end of the day, we're not saying women can't protect. Yeah, I'm all here for women, but I be like for the girlies, blah 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 blah.
Clearly
blah.
not.
Wow.
Clearly not.
salty.
Yeah.
You see?
All right.